Welcome to my channel, and I'm back with you once again with another video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 24. So nowadays I'm exploring the career mode in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and so far I've made some good progress. I've got 2 certifications and 4 specializations unlocked, flying some missions. I just need 7,500 credits to do the certification, the night currency, so I can do flights in the night as well. So I just need 7,500 credits for that, and for the instrument rating I need 10,000 credits. So I'll be doing more missions. So let's find a good mission with some good credits so that your level allows you to access a new difficulty level for all job types. Now I can fly the missions with 2-star of difficulty. So that's it. So let's look at the missions and jumping for fun above. So this is another Skydive Aviation Mission. I'll get some good credits, and that's it. So for this certification I need some good credits. I think I'll just get like 3,000 or 4,000 credits out of this. So let's fly this one, and I don't want. Let's look at the briefing. Oops, no, just go back. Let's select this one. Yeah. So the briefing, and see the full briefing. Yeah, no altitude. Actually, I was looking for the altitude. There's no altitude. The time will be 45 minutes. So let's do this. Let's accept the mission. And that's it. 2 offers available for this mission. And I will be flying the Cessna 172 Skyhawk. So that's good. Because nowadays I'm flying the missions with autopilot, so that's why I just make sure I have the Cessna 172 Skyhawk, and I will be judged for the descent time, the drop jumper's position, stability during drop, and landing smoothness. Landings have always been bad in the career mode. Let's fly this plane, and let's take the skydivers to the sky, and let's see how this mission turns out to be. Let's skip this one. I'm actually not skipping the missions because I get extra credits if I don't skip, but I'm skipping these parts. So the skydivers are there, and let's do the complete flight. That's it. So this is the plane, and let's get inside the plane. Let's press enter, and it's cloudy, so it's going to be another bumpy flight. Let's enjoy the weather. And that's it. Press enter to announce taxi via radio. Let's release the parking brakes, and let's hold short of the runway. Let's give some power.
TOS system test. Okay.
Nice location and cloudy weather. I think for this mission I have to climb up to 10,000 feet. So this is the complete flight plan. I will be using autopilot to follow this flight plan. Let's set the flaps to position 1, down by 1 notch, and that's it. So let's give some power. Oops, the plane is not even moving. I've released the brakes. Yeah. Yeah, now it's moving. Interesting things happen. So press enter to announce takeoff and enter runway 25. Let's go to the runway. So let's enter the runway. I had to restart this mission, and I'm not doing it with autopilot because previously when I was doing with the autopilot, the plane straight away went into the mountains. The flaps are down by 1 notch, so I had to restart it. So this is the runway. Let's do it again, and this time hopefully I'm not going in the mountains. So I can look at the flight path, and let's give some full power. .55 knots. I will just take off. Let's do it, and let's retract the flaps. That's it. I will climb at the speed of 75 knots. So I have to quickly gain some altitude in order to avoid the mountains. So here's the flight path. I will just keep on climbing. So no autopilot this time. You can see the mountains over here. So have to be careful. Let's zoom in a bit so that I can look at the flight plan. Although the payout is good, but it's difficult. Maybe once I'll clear the mountains, then I will activate the autopilot for this mission. Speed is reducing, so let's pitch down a bit. I'm actually trying to gain as much altitude as I can. So the speed is reducing. Maybe I can keep it at 65 knots. But still, I'll just keep on climbing. At any time, I can press Alt-N to skip this part, but I'm not doing it because I want to make more money. I need to get this night flight certification. So clearing these mountains is a challenge in this mission. Very long distance to cover. So now I've cleared the mountains. Already the altitude is really high. So let's activate the autopilot. I'll turn on the flight director, and with this I will activate the autopilot, and I will go in the nav mode. So you can see the GPS mode is active, and the autopilot will now do its job. It's trying to follow this flight path. So the altitude is good now. I don't know why this flight path is like this. I went straight into the mountains. I can reduce the throttle. And now I will just let the autopilot do its job. We still have good ground to cover. So let's wait for this drop zone, and then I will just take you from there. So now I've got the new instruction. Let's press enter to announce 2 minutes before the jump via the radio. Let's press enter. In the last mission I forgot to do this, and I got a penalty for that. So now the jump axis approach is almost like 12 kilometers away. You can see I'm climbing up to 14,000 feet. There is one thing that you have to remember, that the outside temperature is less than 0, so it's freezing temperature. For this you have to turn on the pitot heat. You can see this is on. If you don't turn on the pitot heat, then you will not get the correct readings for the speed. This is the pitot tube over here. So if there is ice on the pitot tube, you will not get the good readings. You can see the plane is covered in ice. So that's why you have to do this. Lesson learned the hard way. I have already crashed this plane once. because of this issue. The speed was not changing. So I thought there is something wrong. And I just ended up crashing the plane. I will show you on the screens. The plane stalled. And I couldn't take it out of the stall. So right now you can see the climb rate is 200 feet per minute. I'm just trying to climb up to 14,000 feet. Within some time I will get the altitude and the speed as well. So let's see what altitude do I get and what's the speed. If I have to turn off the autopilot, then I will turn off the autopilot. This was a challenging mission. First the mountains and then the ice. You can see the plane is struggling. Let me just like adjust the vertical, not the vertical speed, the speed, in order to increase the vertical speed to climb up to 14,000 feet. Oops, I have to, the plane will stall. Let's keep it at 65, or rather 60. This is a very challenging mission. I have to be at this altitude. Can I climb further? Let's set it to 15,000 feet. Can I set the speed to 55 knots? Let's see if the plane climbs without the stall error. Let's see. So still some distance to cover. So these are the type of challenges that you can face during the missions, especially the skydive missions. They are a bit challenging because you have to, climb up to a good altitude. So it's like 200 feet per minute, very slow climb rate. This engine is giving its best to get up to this altitude. So I will now get instructions in some time. I hope there's not another challenge. I don't have the patience and the time to start this mission all over again. If I do that, then I will press Alt N to skip everything. 13,360 feet. And that's it. Set an altitude of 14,300. 14,300. 14,300. And let's deactivate the autopilot and let's try to climb up to 14,300. Speed is under control. Aligned with the wind. I'm aligned with the wind. Jump axis start. Altitude is an issue, so I will just get some bad marks. Yeah. I don't want to stall. Press enter to allow jump. Okay, so altitude is also now green. Jumpers 1 by 3. I can turn on the autopilot 2 jumpers have jumped. This is another one. The last one. And here he goes. That's it. So press enter to announce jumpers away, reach final. That's it. So now I will start the descent. The runway elevation was like 4,000 feet. So now I will set the flight level change and I will increase the speed to 100. Let's adjust the speed to 100 so that the descent starts. Yeah, I know it's going to be a very aggressive descent. I will keep the RPM at 2,300. Yeah, the fuel is low, so let me just get rid of this caution. Now soon the plane will be going for the landing. So for the flight level change, I've set the speed to 65 knots. You can use these buttons in the flight level change mode to adjust the speed. So right now you can see the plane is not descending because the throttle is at the maximum. So I will reduce the throttle and now you can see the speed is reducing. The fuel flow, let me just adjust this fuel flow. Yeah, that's good. So now you can see the speed is reducing and soon the plane will start to follow this flight path. I'm descending to 4,300 feet. Let's reduce the throttle and the descent will start. So let's keep it at 65 knots. And if I further reduce it, the plane will actually, or the autopilot will actually keep the speed at 65 knots, but the vertical speed will increase for the descent. Now you can see it's a high descent rate. I think I should further reduce the speed. I'll keep it at 70 knots. You can see I'm going to miss the flight path. Yeah, I think let's deactivate the autopilot. Yeah, I had to go over here. So let's do it like this. I told you before, these skydiving missions are a challenge, especially when you're going for the landing. So even last time I landed with a very high speed, no full flaps. So right now I will just try to descend at a very high rate and then I will just try to pitch up the plane in order to reduce the speed and get the flaps. No matter what you do, at the end you have to land the plane like this in the skydiving missions. So let's not overspeed. This is going to be a difficult turn. At a high speed, the radius of the turn increases. So 6,200. Let's just turn and that's it. So I will just try to final. Oops, again the same thing happened. Follow traffic pattern, fly to final.
500.
Now the speed will reduce drastically. I'll just pitch up a bit in order to reduce the speed and start extending the flaps. Yeah. Flaps fully extended. And now I can just give some power to land the plane. So hopefully it's going to be a good landing. Yeah, that was a smooth touchdown. So let's reduce the speed and hold short. So let's retract the flaps and let's turn. Yeah. So this is the point where I have to hold short. You can see the flaps fully retracted. Let's give some power. So this was again a successful mission. Let's see how much credits I've got for this mission, so that I can just carry out that night training or the certification in order to do the flights in the night as well. And then I will be going for the instrument rating. Then I also have to do the jet engine rating as well. So then I will be flying jets. But this Cessna 172 Skyhawk is an interesting plane to fly. So let's stop here and yeah. And let's press enter to announce taxi to the parking, and let's park this plane, end the flight, and look at the score. I think I'll get an A, not an S. And let's apply the parking brakes and control shift E. That's it. Congratulations, mission is a success. And let's see. What's the progress? Oh, landing is 80%. Descent time is like 16%. I didn't even get an A. Experience is like 57,920. That was bad. Descent was good. I don't know. I just only got 2,870 credits. No skip bonus, 1,590. If I have skipped it, then I would have only got 60 credits extra. An employer took like 36,290 credits. Anyhow, I have to start my own company. So now I'm at level 11. And now 5 specializations have been unlocked. Now I can also do the cargo transport light. And I can fly all these planes. So I will be also doing tutorials for these planes on my channel. Just one by one, each and every plane. Thank you very much for staying with me. Now I have 10,000 credits and I can just like clear this night currency certification. So I will just do it in the next video. And nowadays I just really need some good support from all of you. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, then do subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that every time when I upload a video, you get a notification for the video upload. Thank you very much once again for staying with me. Have a nice day. Hope to see you soon.